Tonight, tensions between Kenya and Sudan are on the rise once again. Sudan's Rapid Support Forces, that's RSF, unexpectedly cancelled a scheduled press conference, while the Sudanese government has reportedly recalled its ambassador to Kenya, Kamal Gubara. The diplomatic fallout follows Nairobi's recent decision to host the RSF, despite sanctions against the group and concerns from Khartoum about their parallel government agenda. This marks the second time Sudan has withdrawn its ambassador in response to Kenya's stance. George Maringa brings us the latest.
It has been a week that has seen Kenya-Sudan relations feature in the headlines after hundreds of RSF supporters gathered at the Kenyatta International Convention Center KICC, where senior members of the opposition forces, including Rapid Support Forces RSF Deputy Commander Abdel Rahim Dagalo, were in attendance. What followed was an outburst by Sudan Foreign Ministry, which pointed a finger at Nairobi, saying, and I quote, "This action by the Kenyan government not only violates the principles of good neighborliness, but also contravenes the pledges Kenya has made at the highest levels not to allow hostile activities against Sudan to be carried out on its soil. It is therefore tantamount to an act of hostility against the entire Sudanese people." End of quote. Kenya, through the Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs and Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, has defended hosting the RSF leaders, arguing that the Rapid Support Forces RSF and Sudanese civilian groups tabling of a roadmap and proposed leadership in Nairobi is compatible with Kenya's role in peace negotiation. Further adding, and I quote, "Kenya has established a history of facilitating dialogue between conflicting parties from neighboring and regional states, including providing good offices that have seen peace agreements signed in Kenya. Indeed, the globally acclaimed Machakos Protocol of 2002 that ended the Sudan II civil war was concluded in Kenya. When Kenya offers this space, it is without any ulterior motives. It is because we believe there is no military solution to political disputes." End of quote. And even as the country's top diplomats work to repair Kenya's image amid negative publicity for hosting rebels from a neighboring country, Foreign Affairs PS Dr. Korir has inadvertently intensified the controversy by adding fuel to the fire. Singoe has come under criticism for sharing an AI-generated deepfake video on his official X account, which showcased Kenya's role in Sudan's peace diplomacy. The video, before he deleted it, designed to look like a CNN broadcast, falsely featured journalist Farid Zakaria discussing Kenya's involvement in peace efforts. The conflict in the Sudan continues to escalate, with an estimated 11 million people displaced, most of them children and women. The Rapid Support Forces RSF, alongside armed struggle movements, had on Thursday planned a press conference to be held in Nairobi, which was later cancelled to a later date that will be communicated. Meanwhile, at State House Nairobi, President William Ruto met the opposition holdout group of South Sudan and agreed, at the request of the South Sudan government delegation, that the mediation process that has been going on in Nairobi adjourns until March 2025 to facilitate consultations that will inform the way forward. Analysts have argued that Kenya's actions have been much to the chagrin of international frictions. Who will blink first? George Maringa, TV47, Nairobi.